It is bedding in. Neil Atkinson with Gareth Roberts, with Mo Stewart and with Ian Ryan. Bedded into Longshot. Really pleased to be in Longshot. Really exciting, interesting looking sports bar down on the Albert Dock. If you are around, do check it out. Pool table, Robbo?
Yeah, no,
a good one as well. A lot of space around it, I thought.
Free now as well. When we first
fuck this off?
Yeah. Shall we get a killer?
Let Ian and Mo see how they get on. Just to see with them.
Badly, that's all.
So, on this bedding in, we're doing it before Liverpool have played West Ham, and it's an important bit of context because normally when we do these, they're often to go very long in the future, but this one's not going to. It's going to be quite close to that game. But what I want to talk about, because it's been in my mind last few days, after we get through against Atletico, because we're through and we're through top, I had a look at the other groups, and as long as the English teams finish second, we're 1-6 or 1-5 to get a really nice draw. Now, what I'm trying to work out is from this point, what constitutes, well, we know what always constitutes a great season. It's winning one of the big two. But what constitutes a very good season or a good season? What should Liverpool be looking for from this point as an absolute bare minimum?
It's difficult because I think there are times when you can justify not finishing with the trophy, which sounds ridiculous to say. But I think if you think about the 18-19 season where we get 97 points and win the league, if the Champions League doesn't happen and it's just that, it's annoying. But it's justifiable because
it's an incredibly good season,
yes. Yeah. And when you are talking about what we absolutely have to do, we cannot forget about the other teams who are also trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And the difference between, say, the league and the Champions League is with the league, you can be doing everything you do, and someone else just does something better on the other side, and you get nothing. In the Champions League, more often than not, you are going to have to go up against that good team. So if you don't do well in that competition, it's a little bit harder to get around. But I don't think we're yet in a situation where we have to start hedging bets and thinking maybe we should do more of this and less of this. I still think we should be thinking everything is open to us.
I think they're thinking everything's open. I think that's, Salah absolutely emanates everything's open. It comes out of his every pore, but I think you can say the same about Henderson, you can say the same about Van Dijk. The managers talked actually today whilst we're doing this about leaders in the team and all that sort of stuff. I think they want to keep everything alive, but my point is more, at some point, unless it's the most incredible season, unless we do the quadruple, at some point something's not alive. It's the point at which I think it moves from being good to very good to great to absolutely incredible. And working out where that is at the minute, I still think it's really hard, not least because as we sit here, we're unbeaten in all comps.
No, that's it, and it's 25 unbeaten, breaking records that, date back to Bob Paisley and the early 80s and things like that, incredible, and we're supporting a great football team. I sort of recalibrated on all of this a long time ago, I've got to be honest with you, in that, once upon a time, a different version of me was like, we exist to win trophies, first is everywhere, second shot, all the...
I like how your impression of you makes you more Scouse.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No, I had all these mantras in my head and built, and like I still see people say it all, but then, a bit like what Mo just said, which was a very sensible thing, in that the league we're in and the competitions we're in are just unbelievable in terms of who we're up against and their resources and stuff like that. Like Jurgen Klopp got asked today, are you an underdog for the league?
Yeah.
And he just said, we don't think about it like that, we don't look at it like that. But you got the question. The question was, there's other clubs spending more money than you. Yeah. So does that therefore make you an underdog? And you can argue, yeah. But I'm more sort of appreciative of the fact that we've got a world-class manager, a great team, and this is not me being some kind of apologist or anything like that. I think our subscribers are cerebral enough. This isn't going to be somewhere where it's the pit of social media going, oh, well, that means you're this. I'm just saying that, you can be the best, you can be unbelievable. We got 97 points and didn't win the league. Yeah. And then how can you say that's a failure? And there's just stuff that's outside of your control. This is Steve Peters stuff.
But most of them the Steve Peters stuff. But the other thing that hit me today was we go to Goodison midweek, and at the minute again at the time of recording, the Blues are in a bit of turmoil. And what occurred to me was it's possible we could, in this season, we could basically go to Goodison and smash them. And we've gone to United and smashed them. And I'm not saying that will happen. In fact, I don't think it will, in that I think that, Benitez will not stand for that. He'll have a plan just to frustrate Liverpool first and foremost. But if that then happens, we do both of those things. We have a really solid season, break 90 points, but win nothing. One of the things I think can be hard, and it can be hard in a sense, I think, for the worldwide support, is we'll still be talking when we are old men, you know, you were at Old Trafford about that 5-0. You might be at Goodison. And you might be at Goodison, and something like that might happen as well. But we might win nothing, and people will go, well, you failed because you won nothing, but you'll be going, it's one of the best seasons of my life following Liverpool.
All right, the Reds, thanks for watching a little bit of a premium Anfield Wrap video there. If you want to watch the rest of that show and get access to much, much more, click join below. That activates our YouTube membership. It means you get a premium video every day of the week. You get our post-match content, you get reviews, previews and exclusive interviews, all here from the heart of Liverpool. Follow us, follow them. Up the Reds.